where you're tuning in from. It's your girl, Leticia Campbell, and I'm one of, because there's two of us that do this show together, but I'm one of the co-hosts of this amazing show that we've been running all the way since 2018, and it is called the Sister to Sister Connection Talk Show. So if you're watching us live, please post in the chat real quick. Let me know where you're tuning in from. My girl, Miss Twonta, honey, she's still on vacation, honey. She is still on vacation, living her best life. So she's definitely here with us in spirit. But I'm so excited to have each and every one of you here because we have quite an amazing topic to discuss tonight, which our topic is called Just Do a Little More, right? Just do a little more. Somebody type in little. Just do a little more. Also, if you're not already part of our Sister to Sister Connection community on Facebook, make sure you get inside by going to bit.ly/Sister to Sister Connection. Also, you can send us an email with any questions, anything you want to send us, question idea, or even if you want to join us here on panel, right? You can send us an email to sistertosisterconnection@gmail.com. So I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds for all of you to start coming on in because we have some loyal viewers that pop on and watch us for every single show. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for you guys to hop on. I want to also talk about our event that we have coming up in September. Are y'all ready to hear this? Are y'all ready to hear this, honey? Twonta and I have an event that we've been running all year called the self-care event, right? We have a self-care event that we do once a month, right? Everyone's welcome to join. It's only $30 to get in, to get access to. It's going to be on September 24th. Thank you, Therese, right? It's going to be on September 24th, and it's going to be called Color Me Fall. It's going to be called Color Me Fall. You definitely want to join us, right? So you can email us at sisterconnection@gmail.com. We'll send you the information. Those of y'all who are inside of our group, I'm going to be posting where you guys can sign up for this self-care event. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We actually mail you a kit and you get to join us online. And we're going to give you guys some self-care tips. We're going to be talking about anything you guys want to discuss, and really going to, the self-care event is really meant to motivate you, right? It's meant to motivate you. It's meant to get you back to focusing on the most important individual in your life, which is you. Because if you're not focused on you, if you're not focused on getting yourself on point, then nothing else in your life is possible. So again, the event is going to be on September 24th. You definitely want to reach out to us, email us at sistertosisterconnection@gmail.com. All right, so I got my girl Mavina in the chat, y'all. So listen, as you guys are rolling on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, because we got people who watch this show and tune in from all over the world. So we got my girl Mavina. She's on. She is from Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. Happy to have you here. All the rest of you, you're watching live right now. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching this on a replay, do me us a favor and type in hashtag replay, because we do get notified whenever for all of our replay viewers, y'all. So we are going to have an amazing topic tonight. Like I said before, we're going to be discussing just doing a little more. Just doing a little more. If you want more, you got to do more. Y'all know that, right? Come on, y'all. Let me get an amen in the chat. If you want more, you got to do more. If you want more, more is expected of you. If you want more, you're going to be responsible for more. So sometimes we got to be very careful what we ask for. And for what we ask for, we have to work hard and do a little bit more to get it. So right now, I'm going to jump into this first point. We're going to pull that up real quick, and we're going to dive right on into this conversation. And for those of you who are watching and tuning in, even if you're watching on a replay, also contribute to the content and also let us know what your point of view is as it pertains to just doing more. So the first point we're going to bring up, hey, Diane, how are you, sis? Thank you for coming. The first point is listening more. How many of you type in me in the comments if you feel like you need to listen more? Oh, let me share this out, y'all. I forgot to share this. I tell y'all to share it out. Share this out. Invite. Let me get this shared out. Let me get this shared out so the people can come, honey. So yeah, you got to listen more, right? You got to listen more. Yes, it's important and very important for you to be heard. It's important for you to feel like you heard, because when we're being heard, we're feeling like we're more respected. You know, we're feeling like our opinions and our thoughts. Hey, Karen, how are you? We feel like our opinions and our thoughts are valued, right? But really start to ask yourself, are you listening, and are you listening often? right? It's very important that we're listening. It's very important that we're listening to the people that we love who are in our lives. Let me first say this real quick, a disclaimer. Make sure you're listening to the right people. Somebody type in right people in the chat right now. Make sure you're listening. When I say listen more, I'm not talking about listening to everybody, because everybody is not meant or designed for you to be listening to, right? You can't listen to everybody, but when you're listening to the right people, you're going to get more out of life. You're going to get ahead more, right? You're going to get more information so you know exactly what to do, what your next step needs to be. When you're listening to the right people, you're going to feel like they're adding to you and not subtracting from you. So yes, we got to listen to ones that we love. We got to listen more in business. Some of y'all need to listen more to your audience, right? Some of you need to listen more to your audience who talk to you now. Even if they're not talking, they're actually talking. Because if they're not talking, that means you need to talk about something else so they can start talking, right? So you can start listening, right? So you got to listen more, right? Somebody type in the word listen in the chat, right? So let's go to number 2, y'all. Let's go to number 2. And if you haven't shared this out, make sure that you share this out. Yeah, so number 2, ladies. Number two, y'all. Thank y'all for so much for joining us on today. So number 2, thank you, Karen. Number 2 is you got to love yourself more. You got to love yourself more. Now, what does it mean to love yourself? In my eyes, you love yourself when you stop valuing others' opinions of you. Okay? When you stop saying, well, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to hear this person's mouth. Right? You're really loving yourself when you're living a life that you want to live. I had this conversation with one of my clients earlier this week, and I say there's too many people telling us what to do in life. You got the church, you got the naysayers, you got all these people telling you what to do, what telling you what you're doing is wrong and you should be doing this, right? Listening to certain music is wrong. You can't love God or worship God if you listening to Mary J. Blige when he was caught dancing, to secular music. So there's so many people out there giving you, right, their uninvited opinions and recommendations on what you should do in your life. My biggest thing is you got to do what makes you happy. You got to do the one thing that for most people is hard to do, which is loving themselves, right? You got to love yourself unapologetically. You got to love yourself in such a way to say, you know what, no matter what, this is what I want to do. This is the path I want to take. I love me. I love me just the way I am. There's so many women altering their bodies and changing their looks, right? At the end of the day, you look at old pictures, you're like, well, that girl looked fine. Why did she do all that? You got to love yourself, right? So Karen said, quit putting everybody else first. I've gotten much better at this. Yes, you got to stop putting everybody else first, right? Because you are the most important person in your life right now. Somebody type in the chat right now, I'm the most important person in my life. Therese said, I'm not touching that. Me either. I grazed on it a little bit, Therese. But when I saw that, I was like, baby, what are we doing? What are we doing in 2022, honey? But again, when I hear things come up on my timeline and I see people on stages and people on podcasts and people on their live shows and they're saying this, that, and the third, this is wrong, that is wrong. I say, you know what? We're living in a world where people are not going to be okay being themselves. Right? Unless somebody confirms you and say, yes, that's right, then, you're basically living like a machine, right? So you got to love yourself more. You got to love yourself in such an unapologetic way. You got to define what the things that you like, what you don't like. I shared this on the show in the past on how my husband and I first started to go to marriage counseling, and the therapist asked me, she was like, what do you want to do out of life? Like, what do you like? And I struggle with that question. Because when you live your life as a mom, as a wife of so many years, you sort of lose touch of yourself. I have 5 kids. My husband and I have been together for 20 years, right? So you sort of lose trust, or you lose who you truly are inside, the things that you truly love and appreciate. So yes, you got to love yourself more, y'all. So let's dive into number 2. And earlier, Therese posted number 3, I'm sorry. Earlier, Therese posted the Zoom link. Right after the show, we're going to do something called the Afterglow. So you can join us. It's not recorded. You don't have to have your camera on. During the Afterglow, we dive into the topic that we discussed tonight. And then we talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. So like I said, it's not recorded. You don't have to be dressed up. You could be eating dinner. I don't care, honey. Just show up and have fun, network with some awesome women. Also, at the end of the show, we're going to do something called What's News, right? And I don't know if we have a topic to talk about for What's News, but I'm pretty sure Teresa's going to find something. She's going to put it up in there, right? So let's jump on to number 3, y'all. Let's jump into number 3, y'all. Love the second point when we say love yourself. So number 3 was breaking boundaries, y'all. Breaking boundaries. Yes, it's important to establish boundaries with people, but you also got to break some boundaries, right? Someone came on my show and they said that no one in their family has ever done the type of business that they're interested in doing or they're currently doing right now. And I said, then you'll be the first. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? You'll be the person, you'll be the woman who broke the boundary, right? Because sometimes when we're living in boundaries, we're living in limitation. And maybe, just maybe, you're the first in your family. Maybe, just maybe, you're the first in your generation. Maybe, just maybe, you're the first to take on the baton. Doesn't even that sound exciting? That even gives me chills, right? You are the first. Somebody type in the chat, I am the first. You are number 1, right? So yeah, breaking some boundaries is so important. You know, don't just say, well, this is as far as I can go with this, right? You can go as far as you want. You know, one thing that I hate people say, and I don't know if you agree with me with this or not, Therese, I hate it when women say, I'm not tech savvy. I'm sorry, y'all. That is just a huge pet peeve of mine. I'm not tech savvy. Why you say that? You know, you can learn, you can grow. Hey, Kat, how are you? You can learn, you can grow. I don't like a woman say, well, girl, I don't know how to do that. That's hard. In my house, we don't say the word hard. We don't say the word hard, right? The minute you say that, you're limiting yourself. Right? Like you want to start a business, but you want to say, well, I'm not, then you got to learn. You got to learn. I feel like women say that and then they just stop. Like, I'm not tech savvy, and they just don't learn. They just stop. Okay, you're not tech savvy, learn. Like if a child can do it, so can you. So can you. So yeah, breaking boundaries, y'all. Stop with that negative self-talk. Just because it sounds good and it keeps you stuck in your comfort zone does not mean it's good to say. Does not mean it's good to talk about. That doesn't even sound good to say even out loud. All right. If we think certain ways, why put those words, those damaging words out into the universe? How's that going to help you? Instead, you just say, who I need to find to work with or to hire that's going to help me with this. Instead of saying, well, that's not what I do, or I'm not this. I don't care how old you are. You can learn something new every day. Okay, I don't care what you've been through. You can take on new habits, new thoughts, new procedures. You can do that. I don't care how old you are. So let's start breaking the boundaries and stop with that negative talk, because what you throw out there is going to come right back to you tenfold. So don't leave any room for the devil to say, oh, she says she's not tech savvy, so now let me make it hard. Let me make another change on Facebook. Let me mess up her internet. You know what I mean? Don't even give the devil the room to come in and take you right off your rocker. Amen. All right, y'all. Let's jump into number 4. As I said, we're going to get into what's news in just a second. And I hope y'all join us for the afterglow. I always love to see new faces. We're going to have some fun. Number 4 is saying no. You got to see, no is a complete sentence. You know how many times people DM me and want me to be on their shows or on their podcasts or want me to do a partnership with them? No. Okay, the only time I get into to partnerships or doing anything jointly with anyone is has to be with my clients. If you're a client of mine, give me a hello. Give me a hello. I see some of y'all on here. Yes, no. I say no. Because at the end of the day, y'all, when you're building a business or even when you're about to work on something in life, it's easy to get distracted because we all want greatness. We all want to be successful. But when that happens, there's so many opportunities that come up. So Kat says it's really an underlying pride issue because all you have to do is ask. Amen. All you have to do is ask. And a lot of us play with that pride. I'm glad you mentioned that, Kat. A lot of us play around with that pride. We hold on it so much that we don't leave any room open for us to have change. Okay. So let's get back to number 4, which is you got to start saying no more. You also, hey, LaShawn, you also need to start saying no to yourself. Okay. There's times where I'll be on my computer and I'll get like into the process of working on a project. And then all of a sudden, all these notifications pop up and I'm going down the line, going to that social media black hole. And right instantly, I say no. See, I don't watch TV at all, barely, because I don't see the point in me watching other rich people when I can try to get out there and make myself some money. Okay, some of us are watching instead of saying, you know what, why am I watching this girl, honey? Let me get out there and go live. Let me post. Let me come up with my master plan for tomorrow. You got to start saying no to those things. And when you reach your goal, then you enjoy life, right? Kat said, yes, your no is setting you up for the best yes. Amen. Amen. I had to say no to toxic family members in my life. I told y'all what happened to me in 2021, last year, right? Back in June of last year, I had to remove 2 extremely toxic people and they're members of my family out of my life. Okay. I had to start saying no more. Now we're saying no. Now it's time to say no more. Karen said, very liberating. Amen. I still have to stop myself from explaining. Ooh, Karen. She said, I still have to stop myself from explaining why I'm saying no sometimes. Ooh, just say no. That's the complete sentence. So what, there's no need to explain. There's no need to explain. Yeah, social media can be it can definitely be a setup. It absolutely can. Especially sometimes it can force you to draw your attention away from what the main thing you need to focus on. So I'm gonna give you an example. Like I have a to-do list to get done today. I got half of it done, and right after the afterglow, I'm going to get the rest of it done. I say I'm not going to really rest today, okay, until I finish my to-do list at 100%. That takes a lot of focus, but you got to focus on your focus, ladies. So, because how many of y'all want to close out this year in green? How many of y'all want to close out this year in greatness? How many of y'all want to close out this year in abundance? And if you don't start saying no more now to the things that are not really adding to your abundance, to the things that are not adding to your greatness, to the things that's not adding to your goal, okay, you're going to end up being distracted. You're going to end up getting, y'all listen, the 4th quarter is coming up. It's time to get to work. It's time to get moving. It's time to say, I'm going to say no to the things that are not going to get me to my destination. And if that means saying no to myself, then so be it. Then so be it. You got to say no. All right, y'all, let's stop. Let's go into, that's it. No, this is 4. That's it. Jeez. Oh my God. Let's recap then. Let's recap. I thought we had a 5th tip, y'all. That's okay. We're going to get into what's news. We're going to get into what's news. But number 1 was you got to listen more. Number 2 was, let's pop up number 1. Yeah, social media can be a black hole. Number 1 was listen more. Thank you, Elizabeth. Number 2 was loving yourself more. Number 3, okay, was definitely about breaking boundaries. And number 4, which I love, is saying no. No is a complete sentence. No is complete. And even the more busy you get, the more distraction that's going to come in your way. So you got to be comfortable with saying no. So do we have, Therese, a subject for what's news, love? It's time for what's news, baby. It's time for what's news. Yes. What's news? Do we have our fireworks overlay? Yes, let's do what's news, y'all. Ooh, it's nice, right? It's nice. All right, Therese is searching for the topic. She has it pulled up. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. So now, just to give you guys a backstory of what's news. What's news is a segment that my girl, my co-host, she's not on tonight. She's actually on vacation. Twonta will be back with us next week. So if y'all can do me a quick favor, y'all just show Twonta some love, honey, because she really needed this vacation, honey. Just say, we miss you, Twonta. Please say that in the comments right now. Say, I miss you, Twonta. Yes, she's going to be back next Wednesday, y'all. So listen, so what's news was something that Twonta, added back in season 6 of the show. We're now in season 7. And basically what it's about is a segment to where we share different blogs, different articles, that are posted online that you don't normally hear in the news. Okay, so this is great. We got entrepreneurs on here. We have the young generation really, putting their foot out there in the world, right? So this article is husband and wife open newest Black-owned cutting-edge beauty and wellness store in Hollywood, Florida. Now, here's the thing: what I know about beauty and wellness, it's a $1 billion industry, right? We all know that the beauty industry is a $1 billion industry, and now more Black and brown women and men are starting to tap into that industry. So whenever I see another Black-owned business, putting its foot down in this industry, because we're the ones, we're not the main ones owning it, but we're the number one race that's buying it: hair products, hair care stuff, wellness products, and what have you. I'm so proud of this husband and wife. I'm so proud whenever I see Black couples doing business in general. So Therese has posted the link to the article, y'all. Please go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna read a little bit of the article. And again, it says Stacy and Martin Clark have long used their sales and business development skills to help clients create successful companies across South Florida. Oh, Diane, you in Florida, girl. Diane, you in South Florida? Now the husband and wife team have used their expertise to work for themselves as the new owners and operators of Ashley Beauty and Wellness Store located in Hollywood, Florida. They're in Florida too, Diane. Who else lives in Florida? Who lives in California too? Who lives in California? Where they offer cutting-edge, sustainable, carbon-neutral beauty and wellness products from around the world. I like that because there's so much chemicals in products. So here's their quote: "You can have real beauty without wellness." Sorry, you can't. Sorry. It says you can't have real beauty without wellness, Martin said in defining the philosophy of behind Ashley, pronounced as Asili, okay, which means natural. Oh, that's African. "What makes us unique is that we have combined beauty and wellness in the same space with equal focus," Stacy says. All right, let's see. Here we go. This is amazing work, y'all. Let me see what else this article says. So this started in July 2022. This is just last month this started, y'all. This is amazing. Thank you for finding this, Therese. Okay, so it says Asali will, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, will debut a luxury raw human hair line, including carnal, what is it? Prostheses and custom glueless hair units, which is a wig that can be cut and styled to the customer's preference. Oh, that is amazing. Yes, y'all. So please check out the article. Please make sure y'all check out the article. I always say, if you guys can't support the business, at least support the content by putting a comment, by saying, "Oh my God," commenting, "This is amazing," on the article page, and definitely go and check it out. Definitely go and check it out. So listen, everybody, we're going to be back next Wednesday. It's like the shortest show. This is the shortest show we ever had because, I'm doing this solo dolo, right? So Twonta will be back next week. Don't forget, check your email about our next self-care event, which is going to be on September 24th. And y'all hang out with us. Come hang out with me, y'all. Come hang out with me. Who's coming to the Afterglow? Type me in the chat. Come hang out with your girl in the Afterglow. Let's hang out. Let's talk. Let's dive into all the things, honey. It's open to all women. Ain't gonna be we don't want no men in there, honey. Not for the men's, honey. Okay, if I see a man in there, you get kicked out. Okay, it is for us women because we need a space and a time just for us. So please join me right now. The link is right there. The Zoom link. The password is sister in all lowercase. The password box come up on your screen. Just type sister. You can come in from your computer. You could come in from your cell phone. Just come on in. Diane's coming. Yes. Come on in and join me. All right. We're going to talk more in depth about the topic, and we're going to discuss whatever y'all want to discuss, honey. We're going to have a whole heap of fun. Okay. You don't have to have your camera on. All right. Just so you know, you don't have to have your camera on. All right. So I will see y'all next week. We're gonna welcome Twonta with the parade, baby, because we're so excited that she's coming back. And like I always say, y'all, love on your sister. I'll see y'all next week. See me, y'all, Therese. Bye, guys.